manager, and in this code equity hackathon I made the decentralized rental platform where the landlord registers his property, basically immovable property like rent, buildings, and here he registers the properties, and then the registered tenants will be able to navigate through to browse those properties and request the rent, and send the request to the landlord for renting their properties. And everything here is done on the smart contract, like payment. There is automatic payment by chaining integrated, and the cleanup, basically after the renting period is done, everything is cleaned up, and so let's go ahead and navigate through this system and we see how it works. The first things first, come here to register. Registers either a landlord or a tenant. Let's go ahead and register as landlord. Register as a landlord. Boom, registered as a landlord. Basically after registration, here is the landlord dashboard. Here is his wallet address. His balance is now 0.08. No property now, no properties. Now basically he can register properties here. He registers the location. Let's say the properties are in Nairobi. Property name, maybe house, and rent amount is 0.8. Basically he registers the location, property name, and he predefines the rent amount he expects the tenant to pay. So the tenant will have to request while he knows the amount he is going to be paying for that property. And now registered our property successfully. So we can navigate here to trending properties and you find it here. You see here house, Nairobi, location, and this defined amount, and here the status says the property is available. Let's head over to another browser and we'll register as tenant. Now here let's register as a tenant. Tenant registered successfully. Now here we can navigate to trending properties here and we find the property. Now since we are a registered tenant. We are a registered tenant here. Now we get this button which says request property. Now we go ahead and request the property. After the request, the landlord is going to be notified of a new request, and then he goes ahead and signs it. Let's request. Let's request the property. My bad. Now to request this property, we should first have some deposit, because all the payments are gonna be done automatically by chaining. So come here and deposit some ETH here. 0.0001 ETH. Come here and deposit. I deposited successfully, and you see here the balance has been updated. And now we come here and do our request here. Confirm request. And now here we are going to see it's booked here. Status has changed to booked, and this is the bidder. Here the one's bidding. Now after, let's head over to the landlord to sign this this property. Landlord, now this is the notification for the new property request sent. You see here a note, you have a new request. Now let's head over to our properties. This is the properties of the landlord. Now here, this is the section for the property info, and here we're gonna be seeing the receipt after everything is done, after the payment is done automatically. Then the receipt will be auto-generated by the smart contract. Now let's head over to sign the receipt. Now here we're gonna be inputting the ID, the property ID basically. Here the property ID is 0, so it's what we are gonna be putting here. So 0 ID, and the duration, let's put the duration of 30 days here, duration in days. So after these days, then the state is cleaned up by chaining automation still. So after these days, chaining the smart contract will tell us that our renting period is done, and so this is where smart contracts show their power. that they can be relied on in any situation. Now let's go ahead and sign it. Ren signed successfully. And now here what I did, I made it that after the signing of the requested property, the payment will be automatically paid. Basically I would have made it that maybe after the end of the first half of the renting period, then the automation works on the payment, but for this showcasing I just made it happen after the signing here. And now let's head over to the dashboard and we see the balance. Our balance has been updated as the landlord, because Chainlink has automatically transferred the money from our account to the landlord's account. And now let's head over to the properties here. Here is the receipt, and you see landlord's address, the tenant's address. This is released to the to the tenant. This is the ID, and the price here is not being updated. Maybe let me update it here.